Hey guys, Harth here again. This is another one of those games from that series of live comms I attempted to do that didn't work out because it was stupid and I didn't record my microphone. You can see this is obviously attempted to be a live commentary due to how I was going over the class compositions. This is Warsong Gulch. I'm playing a Beast Mastery Hunter, using a Devil Star as a pet. This was a pretty decent game. It's not my best, not my worst either. It's kind of a long game. Clock's in at a little under 17 minutes. And that gives me the opportunity to ask you guys something. What's your opinion on longer games? Like, you know, upwards of 17, 18, 19, 20 minutes. Or even games that go the full 25, or however long they may go. I'm just curious. Like, do you mind, like, longer videos? Because personally, I personally think that even 17 minutes is kind of pushing it for some games. I mean, this will be one video, but I mean, I just feel like 17 plus minutes for one game as a video it could be a bit too much in a way. But at the same time, I don't like cutting up a game into multiple videos. So I'm really kind of stuck on what to do. I mean, if it was live commentated, it will be the full game in one video, no matter what. I guess the exception might be if a game were to go the full 25 minutes. But I mean, you know, if this were live commentated, it would be one video. This one will be one video because I'm still not sure. But I know I had said a few weeks back that I intended on cutting videos in half if they were like certain length or not, but I'm not sure what to do, to be honest. I'm just curious on anyone's opinion on that. So we have a very capable flag carrier here, and who ends up getting assaulted by a couple of melee DPS. I think it's 2 rogues and I don't know, something. So I start trying to focus down this rogue, and it doesn't work out that well. These rogues are really annoying throughout the entire game. I hate rogues so much. It was a Death Knight, the other guy. I end up managing to freeze him, and he was like one of the few I met this night that didn't have a PvP trinket. You can see these rogues, they just aren't going down. We finally managed to get him down, I think. Yeah, we finally managed to get him down. He took so much damage, though. It's pretty ridiculous. So I come over here and start trying to focus down this other rogue, who ends up going down because there are like 5 of us on him. It's actually like 3 people. Maybe 4. But then I see this warlock, so I'm like, easy kill, because warlocks are easy kills. And I'm like, alright, he should be able to get in there and cap. No problem. You know, they don't seem to be in any position to get our flag. We've got their flag. Should be an easy cap. Yeah, I should point out, like, looking at the chat reminded me of this. One of the reasons I really liked this game when I was live commentating it was because our team had a couple of healers who turned out to be pretty decent, and the enemy team had like no healers. They only had 1 or 2 people who were even like capable of healing, and they weren't healing spect, I believe. They were really heavy on the melee DPS, and they lacked the healing power. But you'll see they managed to pick up our flag again. I'm like, yeah, that's a little annoying. And right here, this rogue unstealths on me. He ambushes me, then blinds me, kidney shots me, and then everyone else shows up. And at this point, it's not gonna happen. Absolutely not gonna happen. So, I think I stopped recording this death, I'm not sure. Yeah, I did. Okay. I wasn't sure if I cut that death out or not, if I was gonna have to do it manually. I've gotten into the habit of, like, stopping Fraps recording when I die, so I don't have to cut it out later. But what happened, for some reason, instead of capping, our flag carrier dropped the flag and let them return it, rather than capping. I don't know. I don't even know what to make of that, but I'm like, alright, this is a little annoying. Like in my live commentary, I was excited because, like, you know, it was going good. It was going good for, like, my second game of the night. I'd only done one game prior to this, and that was, like, a warm-up game, in which I got, like, destroyed in Battle for Gilneas. But things were going good, and then, like, you know, that incident with the flag happened, and I was like, well, this is gonna take a turn for the worse. But it turned out alright. So I'm escorting the flag carrier up here. But, again, they're not in any position to try and take our flag. I don't think they are, anyway. And if you'll notice in my videos, like, I pretty much always, when it comes to Warsong Gulch... Now, I see this rogue right here. I see this rogue, so I break him out of stealth, and he ends up, like, running off and vanishing. So I'm like, wait a minute. Well, no, I run, and then I turn around, and I see the mage is sapped. So I'm like, I bet he's probably gonna go in there and try and run off with the flag. So I turn around and go in there to help, just in case it happens. But it doesn't end up happening. Mainly because our mage is so AoE happy. But I'm cool with that. You'll notice I'm pretty much always, like, on the defensive, like, guarding flag carriers in Warsong Gulch. And the reason for that, honestly, I would do more flag running myself if I felt more confident in my class. But honestly, I feel that hunters are a little underpowered at the moment. And I think there are quite a few people out there who would agree with me. I don't feel safe running the flag as a hunter. I have 3,700 resilience. I don't think I'm that terrible. I'm not great, but I should be capable of running the flag. I just don't feel comfortable with my class and the current way it stands against other classes. Especially since Death Knights and Warriors are and Ret Paladins are so prevalent nowadays. And, I mean, like, Warriors, I just can't take Warriors. That's my own personal problem. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to kite a Warrior. I can't do it. I can't do it. Absolutely cannot do it. So, you know, I would feel more comfortable running flags here and in Twin Peaks. I feel more comfortable getting aggressive in Eye of the Storm if hunters were buffed. Although in the Eye of the Storm game I have coming up for you guys soon, I do get a bit aggressive in that game. Which, that one was a really good game, but we'll get to that in a couple of days' time. So I ended up hanging back here, trying to, you know, wait for the flag carrier. And I believe he runs to the far right. Yeah, I spot him right here. I think he's a rogue. Yeah, he's a rogue with a feral druid accompanying him. Two classes that I pretty much hate the most. So I serpent sting the rogue. The feral druid starts being a little annoying, as does him, but they're not really putting out that much damage on me. So I'm like, okay, this shouldn't be a problem. CC the feral druid. So I CC the feral druid. It doesn't quite work out. But luckily I had some friends arrive and we managed to get the rogue down and return the flag. And then I believe we solved our little feral druid issue. Yep. And I believe we managed to take our second flag cap here. If I recall correctly. Just waiting for something to happen. I can't remember how this game exactly played out. On a side note, while I'm just sort of running around like a headless chicken, anyone who makes videos and uses Sony Vegas, does anyone else have this issue where, like, you'll be watching a video and say, you'll be watching a video in Sony Vegas, like, before you have it rendered, and, you know, you're doing commentary over it like I am now, and, like, the video will just, like, black out, and it'll still be playing. It blacks out and gives me no video. Audio works fine, no video. It happens to me occasionally, and I don't know what to do about it. Oftentimes I have to stop recording commentary and, like, close Sony Vegas and restart it, and then try and realign my commentary with with the video. And it's a big hassle. I'd like to know what causes it. So right here, this rogue is being really annoying. I end up dying here, I think. Yeah, I feigned death in hopes of it working, but it didn't work. And I think right here, like right now, I was in live commentary. Like, I don't mean to keep referring to the live commentary, but I'm trying to, like, make sense of it and, like, sort of talk about what I was talking about at that point in the live commentary, which is why I'm just gonna sort of play-by-play all of these. I believe I went on a rant about how I find it really pointless. If you look down at the chat, you'll see that Rogue was, like, emote spamming. He wasn't spamming, but I feel like he would have had he gotten the chance. I don't really understand why people do that, because first of all, unless it's like a default emote, the other faction can't see it. They just make some strange gestures, and no one has any idea what you're trying to do. And second off, anything we can understand, no one cares. I mean, I'll slash wave at the occasional ally, just because I'm actually being friendly. I'm not, like, trying to be an asshole. I don't understand why some people do it, because it's highly, highly, highly pointless. And really all it accomplishes is making you look stupid. So I run up here and try and help support our flag carrier. And I'm targeting this warlock again because it's an easy kill. Although I was having a bit of trouble for some reason. But he ends up going down because, well, it's a warlock, and warlocks are probably in a worse state than hunters right now. As, like, I don't even know how that's possible, but that ended up, like, taking me out of the element for way too long, and our flag carrier ended up dropping. I should have been more on focus there, but I wasn't. What can you do about it? So at this point, like, I see, like, I killed that Death Knight, and then there are several guys behind me, so I'm like, let's just get to friends, shall we? Let's just get to a few friends. And again, back to one of these two rogues that were being really annoying. He jumps into stealth there. So I drop down a flare in case he decides to come after me. He doesn't. So I decide to head forward. But then he pops up on my targeting indicator again. So I see he was over here. I managed to get a hunter's mark on him before he stealthed. So that's when I'm trying to, like, not freak out and get him off me. And I was having some issues. I was trying to wing clip him, but something about wing clip wasn't working, and I couldn't, like, I don't know, for some reason wing clip just wasn't working. It's one of those things I've been trying to incorporate more into my play, and it's not working out for me, because half the time it doesn't seem to work. So once again, for like the third time this game, I see Warlock, so easy kill. I made a mistake there. I broke the Shaman's Hex. I shouldn't have done that, but like, what can you do? I did it. Whatever. People break my CC 99% of the time anyway, so I might as well break other people's once in a while. Please note that's a terrible attitude to have, and no one should ever have that kind of attitude. It's just, I don't know, I felt like breaking it. So once again, this rogue, he shadow steps to me. He gets chains of iced. Trying not to freak out, he's got a kidney shot on me. And then he ends up running away, and he drops. Rogues can be really annoying sometimes. And by that, I mean they can be really annoying when they know what they're doing. As someone who played a rogue for a few years, I know that they can be quite annoying when they know what they're doing. So I see this DK who's getting weak, so I decide to target him and try and pick him off. He ends up going down. And at this point, we'll be coming to the end of the game very, very soon. I believe it's just a matter of running this flag, maybe killing another enemy flag carrier, get a killing blow on a DK there. And I decided to drop a frost trap in hopes of one of the guys coming towards us activating it, but I don't think it ever activates. Not that surprising. Yeah, so I decided to mount up. Our flag carrier is just going to run the tunnel and end up scoring. So, like I said, I think my final score was... I don't even remember. You'll see it here in a moment. I think to end this game, I ended up like getting caught by that rogue as I was trying to figure out what I should do. And, I mean, at this point I wasn't really even paying attention. I was like closing the first game of the live comm. I end up dying again. And I end up that game because it should... Never mind, someone grabbed it. They died almost immediately. We end up scoring, and I end up going 6-5. Not that good, but not that bad either. It was alright. So-so. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time.